on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. RJ, welcome back. Yeet, what's going on, man? Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, we got more 2K25. We've put ourselves, last I had seen, one stroke off of the lead through 2. So not in a bad place overall. We're gonna have to obviously bring it home with a strong weekend if we want to have any chance at snagging another win. Okay, we gotta put in drive week. Kind of an interesting thing. Enter a locker code. We're gonna tell you in the game instead of having just like a way for you to interact with it and claim the reward. But we got some Oakleys, whatever. Hey, thank you for the luck. Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can do. All right. Guess we're doing furs. I'm not gonna get to those. All right, this is what it is. We're not gonna finish them. Up and downs. Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, with the amount of VC and stuff that we have, we don't need to complete another quest for the rest of this game's existence. Yeah, there's no necessity, at least. We've played enough. Yeah, what's going on, ears? Jada, welcome back. Bot, welcome back. Tryhard, how's it going? Been watching for a bit. Appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. Gonna continue with only good vibes tonight? We'll try. Unfortunately, we gotta start with this partial recovery shot challenge, so we'll see how this goes. The moment you've been waiting for, hole out central. I know you just love how much holing out is done here. It's your most favorite thing. Okay, I did not actually like swing. There we go. That's a little bit better. I say a little bit better. It's obviously too much. That's even more. Is there such tight windows? That's like the hardest. That's the hardest part for me. Oh my word, stop going out the back. I apparently cannot find the 91% to save my life. Hey, good evening, FIFA fan, welcome back. But they want you to hit in the 300s so often on a shot with no spin control. Like, that's such a tall task. That's such a tall task, like landing it at the front part of the green like 6 times. And just having it roll out with a heavy rough rollout. Hey, what's going on, D-Brad? It's going well, man. How are you doing? IRL handicap? What do you think my IRL handicap is? Let's start there. Say it would be the most typical thing of like that would somehow find its way into the points. And this will somehow find the gap? No. Okay. 15? 27. My ball striking is horrendous. I think I'd have really good course management if I could actually hit it consistently somewhere in the vicinity that I wanted to. Right there with me? Yeah, it's a tough life. I am playing on Saturday, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So when they pitched it, they said, "Oh, it's a men's golf outing." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I guess I should. I'll go. Men's golf outing. Then when I inquired about further details, it's a two-man best ball. I'm like, I feel bad for the sorry soul that gets paired up with me. Because I don't think best ball is handicapped. If it was handicapped, then maybe we've got a chance at something, but... No handicap? I'll hope for a couple of pars. Different lie percentage on every... Yeah. Well, it'd help if I hit my rhythm. But yeah, different lie percentage on every one of these. It's really my least favorite kind of challenge. The chance this grabs the fringe, but I think it rolls through. Yeah. 93's too far. I feel like it was 92 yesterday. It's like somewhere between a 91 and a 92. I think as long as you're within the two of those, you're gonna be hitting 300s. 89 to 90, you might be in the 100, and 93, you're out. Make it more interesting, tell your playing partner you're shooting the 50s most of the time. Just fail to leave out that that's a really good round in handicap scoring. Or leave out the fact that I've actually meant 50 on the front nine. Or 50 plus on the front nine, I guess, more precisely. Be happy just being good at this game, Dark Shadow? It's way different in a video game than real life. I mean, obviously it's the same game and same concepts and stuff, but being able to be consistent, you know, with something where you have a bunch of information and it's way more repeatable, there's really no comparing this in IRL. It did, John. It did count. Did indeed. So we are in at 24 for 2 rounds. One stroke back of Scud. This sucks. This sucks really bad. This isn't even the type of thing that, like, putting it on Perfect Swing would help with, because Perfect Swing doesn't... I mean, it might help with being able to hit the power more consistently, but... Yeah, this is awful. Hey, good evening, Deuce. How are we today, good sir? Now the 90% open is 100. Yeah. Ready to be off, got a less than an hour, nice. It's the final countdown. Max, before you even say anything, this challenge sucks, so no. I'm not good enough. This is like the worst kind of challenge for me because it's so random. Like the hole-in-ones are easier, which I know is like an absurd thing to say. But I truly think that getting one hole-in-one is easier than getting a high percentage of shots to cooperate on something like this. Hey. To get 2,000 points. 2,000. You have 8 shots, you basically have to get 6 of them to land in the 300. Yo, what up, young gat? Welcome back. That kicks to the left? Oh my word. Why does that kick to the left? That's 100. I have to hit. I actually think, no. If I don't get... If I get less than 200 points on the other one, holy cow. What in the world is this challenge, man? If I get less than 300 or less than 200 points on my other 2 swings and don't get 300s on the rest, it's GG's. Who made this challenge? Who thought this was a good idea? Holy cow, like, this is unnecessarily difficult. So there's like a kick to the left here. Doesn't bank that hard to the right. I have to restart the challenge now because I hit reset shot. Oh no, never mind. That was a different challenge that was doing dumb things with that. Please stay. %90 is just gonna end up in the 100 more than likely. Ooh, okay. We take those. Too much of a swing path miss. Okay, so there's one miss. And that's over. But so if you don't get 100, holy cow, you have to get... If you don't get 2 100s, you have to get 7 300s. What is this? Yeah, what up, Casey? Well, that's a good way to start the challenge. 93 might be. It's gonna be close. Okay. This is the start we need. Nope. Nope. Okay, a little bit of luck goes a long way. What is happening? That's too far. That's like the 93s of old. That ain't it, Chief. We're gonna be 100 short. Dang it. That was the run. That was the run. %. It's not. Oh, we got the speed boost. Less RNG. 94%. That's too far. Okay, there's our miss. We gotta get 300s on everything now. Yeah, what up, Slim? It's too much. 93 might be front edge enough. I think this will catch the back. Ooh, that's so tight. So what's the math on this? 3 shots left. We can only get 900. Dang. We're getting more consistent. We're getting more consistent with it. It's starting to hurt my hand though. Not gonna lie. So I'm like trying so hard to keep my hand like situated. Too much? It's gonna be close. It's probably too long though. Alright, dead run. Good enough to go pro online? What do you mean by that? What do you mean go pro online? There's not like a monetized competitive esports scene for this game, if that's what you mean. Too far? Yeah, 2K doesn't run any sort of competitive anything for this. I know that they have like the NBA 2K League and things like that. They don't have anything like that for golf. Now we play in the highest levels of competition available within this game. Via society play. You know, we're ranked 16th in the world from that. But there's no... Oh, come on. But there's no, like, official 2K anything. And I don't think there ever will be. You can actually bet on DraftKings for those league games? That's crazy. Yeah, what's going on, Baffled? How have you been, dude? Good to see you. We're just grinding what is soon to be considered one of my least favorite challenges in the entire game. One-off event in the far future? I don't think so. I don't think so. There was a thing on 2K21, I believe. Basically, all that I gathered from it is if anybody wants to run it, they basically need to pay 2K license. Basically pulling a Nintendo. And yeah, there's no way that there's gonna be enough sponsorship and stuff involved to cover those fees or anything, I don't think. I do, Stony. Not a lot and not well, but I do play. That is gonna leave us, I think, too short. 3 shots left, and yeah, best we can do is 1900. Challenge sucks, man. Through Battlefy? Might have to be something like that. I know that on the last game, there were some people that ran through, was it Gamer Saloon? It's not anything official, but like, but that's just like head-to-head, you know, money matches, you know, with a third party to like handle the money. I think there are some societies that play for money, but the biggest thing with that is if money was actually on the table, and I know that when like people see stuff with TGC, they ask if there's actually money involved. People cheat when there's no money on the line, so if you put money on the line, you best believe that cheating would be in full force. And so the ones that run, you know, societies and different things that have money at stake, they kind of are on like a I know you, trust you kind of basis, and are very quick to ban people if they smell anything funny. Mess around one day with it, bet 50 cents, won $5. That's how they get you in. That's how they get you in. It is honestly kind of wild to me how many people sports bet. That's too much. Yeah, I think that's just too far. Lower 93%. Oh, that counted. Dang. Scrutiny so much higher, not worth it for TGC? Well, like, they couldn't offer money anyway. They don't have, like, they would have to have some sort, they'd have to run ads, they'd have to have sponsored stuff, which, like, trying to find sponsors and all that is its own can of worms. you know, it's already a free service that a ton of people will whine and complain about, and then, you know, never donate and complain about the donations. Now, I'm not gonna say that the money is perfectly optimized, in the sense that I don't think that the platform is like, I think there's definitely some overpaying for certain services and things that are just dated and that sort of thing. That's too far. But like, I don't know. It's this weird thing where people act like TGC is the lifeblood of the game as a whole. It might be the lifeblood of the game for themselves, but that, like, if TGC dies, the game dies. And if TGC, like, I don't know. It's just like a really weird dynamic. And it's like, the game's not dead if TGC dies. We are but a very small player base. You know, our world might die, and like a lot of the content scene probably dies because the biggest content creators all play TGC, but yeah, it's a weird relationship, and like, not even a relationship, but it's a weird pedestal and thought process that people have. Like, we only have, now, like, I can only use Steam data, right? Because Steam's the only one that's publicly available. But that's also the smallest of the platforms, right? PlayStation and Xbox are more. But I think, like, at the moment, you know, we're 6 months into the game, and I think Steam is sitting at an average of 1,200 players online. Like, TGC at this point in the game cycle, it might have 1,200 players. I don't even know if it has 1,200. Can only get to 1,700. Like, if you have 1,200 players online all day long, and TGC maybe has 1,200 to 1,500 that play in the course of a week, like, come on. You're really trying to make that argument that TGC is everything of the game. Like, of the people that play TGC, how many are Steam? Like a quarter? I think is somewhere in the vicinity. So if you even had 1,500, yeah, you're talking 375. And they're not online all the time. Like, it's, yeah. I think the bias is correct to think that TGC is the best and is like a very good thing. But to act like it is the only thing or is the lifeblood. Now, I think it's very important to like courses and such, because a lot of the course designers come through the TGC pipeline. But I find it hard to believe that their courses wouldn't still get passed around. Maybe not to the same degree and same scrutiny, but I still think that there would just be more like reliance on Reddit and such for getting courses in front of people. And I'm sure content would be a little bit different as far as, you know, YouTube and stuff goes. I think there would probably be more people that have a stronger lean towards course review content. There are definitely people that is their main YouTube content, but I think you would just get more of it without TGC, career mode, and courses. So Stando, is that just something that's gonna live with me forever? Is that I'm young? Just years younger? Yeah, I don't know about hundreds of thousands of players. I mean, probably hundreds of thousands in, like, the whole existence of the game. Oh, that acceleration. Come on, slow down. Nice. The underswing is okay. It just has to find 100. And then we can be done with this. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. See if I can swing 100%, because I swung so many 91%. Career mode, do you prefer EA? 2K's is lackluster. Never get a good challenge out of EA's game. To me, yeah, I think that's... I think that's an accurate view of things. The hard way, literally, hit 2 cart paths, land on 2 fairways with at least 60 yards of the car. Gotta hit the cart path 4 times, and I have to recover back to the fairway 4 times. Okay. Yeah, I think that the randomness of I think that the randomness of EA, you could get away with the randomness. Okay. Why does it say 9 iron, 216 yards? Would that be my 4 iron? That would be like my full 4 iron. The fun part is that this is... Nice. The fun part is that you have RNG on your lies, so even if I hit the same shot, I might miss the cart path. Nice. Yeah, you can... I think you could deal with the randomness in EA in career mode, but as a mechanic for competitive play, I think it sucked. I need to get both in one go. Okay. And it's such a tight... I gotta get, like, all 3 of these. But yeah, just having it as a mechanic where, like, 2 people could hit the same shot, but ultimately end up in completely different places because of a circle that just dictated your fate, was like a terrible mechanic. Succulent, thank you for the follow. I guess I technically could have just gotten this one back to the fairway, but for good measure. For good measure. Oh. See, the Phillies offense decided to not show up again. Although yesterday they decided to score at the end of the game. 6-0's a little bit tough to come back from. But yeah, there's a reason for me why EA just didn't have the sticking power very much so prefer the 2K of like I can figure out a shot and execute and be rewarded for it, not have an extra layer of RNG. Like obviously there's the lie range RNG, but not to the same degree. You know, the RNG in this game from the fairway is like 2-3 yards tops, right? Like maybe 6 or 7. Yeah, if you're talking with like a 3-wood off the fairway on a bad lie or something. But it's just this, right? Like it's a depth thing. I have this lane, but if I aimed everything else right and read it right, I'm gonna be here. Whereas EA is like, all right, here's a giant circle. You got a huge cross breeze. You can play it for center fairway and just get, you know, a roll on the wrong side. It sucks to be you. Okay, so we need to not get gers. We gotta go up and down. We need to not get furs. We gotta recover. We gotta recover back to the fairway. So this is recover. Recover back to the fairway, and then we're gonna go up and down. I could have sworn that the recovery shot, and maybe it's because I don't have the recovery shot on my character. No, I thought the recovery shot was supposed to have this like huge forgiveness window. Or is that not the case? I also don't know how you hit like a 97% chip. To me, like, there is 100% chip, and then like 90 is like the next kind of area in which you can like comfortably hit a thing. Okay, so I can't go gur. So I gotta go up and down from the bunker. Like a really weird thing trying to be precisely not in a good spot. Ball's in a good spot, uphill. I just missed it. The tough part about this, I guess we have to kind of pick our or not pick our poison, but like we have to pick our opportunity to take the furs and take the gurs and score to give ourselves buffer. Because it is specifically, and like that's the weird part with this, it's specifically fairway. You can't recover to the green. Hey, how's it going, Rena DeLauro? How are you doing? Okay, so let's go recovery shot. Throw it down here near side and just get something to recover. Wait, so well, I mean, we're gonna be still in the fairway. 21 yards. What is the shot for 21 yards? Is it this super flop? That doesn't seem right. I don't know, because we were actually hitting the points pretty good the other day, so I'm like tempted to actually play the flop shots out with not a ton for the miss. Give you credit for an up and down when you chipped. Bunker shots didn't seem to count. Did my bunker shot not count? Well, we're on hole. And that flop shot didn't count as up and down either, so the chip did. That's odd, to say the least. Thanks for the heads up, though, because I would have not paid attention to that and then been like, where are my up and downs? Okay, not a fur. Not a fur. Look at that. Look at that. That doesn't count as an up and down, though, because we went up and in and not up and down. So, you know, just in case anybody was interested in the details. What a bizarre... Oh, no. Just kidding. It's not a fur. Don't worry. False alarm, everybody. False alarm. Now, does this run onto the green? I don't think so. Found that out the hard way? Well, I don't think the... Should we find out if a chip or a pitch is? And you up and down with the pitch, because apparently you can't with flop shots. Which that just feels like a bug to me. Okay, pitches count. Hey, good evening, BC. How are we doing today? Oh no! Need to get the up and downs still. We don't have to hit recovery shots anymore, though. Right, these don't count as up and down. What about a splash? Not that I'm good at splash shots, but... Do splash shots count as up and down? Let's see. Because the pick shot did not. Nope, splashes do not. Noted. I can fur. I still have to watch my gers, but I can fur now. Yeah, so chip-ins don't count, but you can chip. Or chip-ins don't count, but you could chip and pitch. to get the up and down. Let's go long. No. This is not really a good one. Let's try this. Let's try and catch the edge here. Maybe we can roll it to the back fringe and chip it from there. That works for me, because that's technically a miss. And then that's up. And that's down. Hey, welcome back, Horrifying. It's going well, man. We finally finished that dumb recovery shot challenge. So now we're just knocking out some of these other magician challenges. We'll probably have to, after we're done with everything, probably do one ranked match to try and see if those ranked matches yesterday counted as losses or wins or nothing. Ooh. Overswing. Started last week? No, I think I started yesterday. But like having to hit like 7 partial recovery shots into the 300 circle was not fun. No more than 3. So I can gur this, right? We'll just not risk it. I think I can gur this. Well, it flipped on me. Hey. So that's how you hit a recovery shot from there. Hey, what's going on, Jib? I guess when I shaped it and moved something, Casey, that I ended up flipping the bias on my swing. So I tried to hit a draw bias and it had flipped to fade, and so the miss is horrendous. The miss is so bad when you do that. 3 par saves, 3 sand saves. And on the green 2 times, record over 450 yards in total distance with shots that land on the green. These are so oddly forced. Hey, play bad. Like, why can't they just do it, like, situationally, where it, like, puts you in a shot that's already in the crap, like, on different holes? Like, having you force yourself off is so weird. So weird. Okay, so now we confer. But the problem is you have to recovery onto the green, and this isn't even with the overpower, this isn't gonna make it onto the green. Yeah, what's going on, Skew? Thank you very much for the raid, man. How was the stream? How are you doing? Hope all is well. So, I mean, they're putting us on the same... same course as last time. Theoretically here, what we can do... So 5-iron recovery is 188 yards. I think what we can definitely do... I'm hoping that I gave enough club. I didn't, but I think you can still recovery shot. Even though we're not actually... Which seems not really intended. Wasn't sure how much it would roll out. So there's 156 yards. I don't know how that works. Oh, probably okay. That's because it landed the shot earlier that landed on the green counted. Right. So you have to recover 2 onto the green, but just having long shots onto the green also helps. Okay, so like we can... We're allowed to defer now. I mean, if we do or don't, I don't think it matters too much. Expert at the crap shots today? Well, for the sake of these challenges, that's not a bad thing to be an expert at. Okay, so what do we have left? Because I think we're allowed to defer, and we just technically need 59 yards. So yeah, ultimately this doesn't really matter. As long as you don't blast it down there and I have to recover it. So I think what I need to do is go into here, get an angle. Now I'm just trying to recover. That's fine, because we just need to 3-putt. LOL. I didn't actually look at how much power I needed. 87. It's gonna go blazing past it though, because I hit it 2% over. I didn't actually, when I said I need to 3-putt this, I was joking. I was joking. I have to replay it because I'm an idiot. Didn't look at how much pace was required. Alright, let's speedrun even par, because now we don't have to worry about any of the other stuff. Which is kind of funny, because it's like, okay, shoot even par or better, but you don't have to do any of the other things. So it's like, okay, now the challenge becomes extremely simple. I was trying to just go, oh, well, I'll just kind of feel what the putter's doing and take my line off of that. Or, like, take my power off of that. But it's such a long putt that, like, that's such a dumb thing. It's one thing if it's, like, 75% or less. I feel like you can kind of feel it out. But, yeah, not with... Albie time. Nope. Too far to the right. Just trying to go for the speedy, speedy even or better. But I also just have this thing where, like, no matter what the score is, or like what the situation, like I'm always trying to score, even though I technically don't need to. Yeah. Still trying to shoot an albatross, because, or I guess that would be an eagle hole out for this one. It's just a longer hole. Like that's always my goal. I don't know if it's just the making content or it's just always that satisfying to hit. I think I think the content is part of it, but I do think that it's just like that's the thing that I find the most enjoyment in. Structuring a shot idea, executing, and then, you know, being rewarded with the ultimate prize, which is bottom of the cup. Wow, that trying to play it off that front lip, that went very, very hard. Why I super flop those? Okay. So we need an even par when they take the handbrakes off. I don't know, we shot like 4 or 5 under. Dumb challenges. Really, really dumb challenges. To like have them not be, I don't know, I get having them as individual star things, but it does remove quite a bit of the challenge if you just let me score the even or better without the other stipulations. I don't know. They're weird. They are weird. Alright. So we're going to take a quick 3-minute break here. So go stretch your legs, grab a drink, do what you got to do. And we will reconvene in 3 minutes for rounds 3 and 4 of Trucin. We are sitting 1 back of the lead through 2. Last I looked, So we're going to try and close out with a good weekend. See if we can put ourselves in contention for our third win on the season. Obviously, next week is the big one. That's the Tour Championship. But we'll see what we can make of this. So appreciate y'all being here, hanging out. Hope you all enjoy your lurks and such. And yeah, drop a like on the YouTube stream if you're enjoying. I'm gonna end the sellouts there because I can give 100 calls to action, but it's too much. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. See you in a couple.
It's raining.
Ads. Here we go. Round 3 at Victoria National. What do they have in store for us? All right, they're moving us back up to the blue tees. Medium winds out of the southeast. Firm fairways, default firm, and default fast on the greens. Okay, so we're getting a switch up from the moderates, which is gonna make this a bit tougher. 9.2s. Okay, so greens are slick. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Hopefully we can get some good approach shots in here, get some things close. I have to keep it in the back of my mind that things are going to want to break a lot. So hopefully we can get those reads dialed in pretty quickly. I mean, obviously it's lucky if you can make like the first putt and just like get into it. Sometimes it's gonna take a few putts. But let's get after it one stroke at a time. Try and be smart. Ooh. Thumbs are not in the right spot. Thumbs are not in the right spot on that. Okay. It's not a terrible lie from the rough by what this is telling me. It's on a downslope. So what I'm hoping for is for it to get the kick and release. Why am I so far right to left on that? Okay, my swing feel is gone to start this round. Love that. Not even remotely close. Is this double breaking? It's breaking. It says right to left, which would be this way. See if I can tell anything. 'Cause that looks below my feet. Below my feet, below my feet. And straightening out towards the middle. %54%. There's the right to left, or the left to right. I need the right to left back towards the hole pretty hard here. Okay then. Oh, man. Yeah, what up, big dog? Will the diamond ball perform the same as the ruby ball? So the diamond ball is an upgrade. So whatever fittings that you put on will technically not perform the same. It'll have more performance than the ruby ball. So I need to be more left. That's the swing we need. That's the swing we need. I don't know what happened on that first hole, but hopefully we can recover from it. A little bit of a push. Distance is what we wanted it to be. All right, come on. So that last one rolled all the way off the green with a perfect input, which sucks. But if we can get it back here. That would be ideal. I can tell in 2 holes that I'm gonna hate everything about this round. And I need to mentally get out of that mindset and just get on with it and try and find the scores, because if that's how I'm gonna approach it, it's gonna be a long bad weekend. Long bad weekend. So let's hunker down here. The big changes in green speeds and stuff always get me. This has to be a downhill kick, right? I'm almost wondering, like, if we land it here, will that take off enough? Which would be very close. So I'm thinking, like, if I put a little loft on this guy. Hey, what up, Aaron? Oh! That was, in fact, not downhill. That was uphill. It's downhill at the hole. Big right to left. Doesn't seem like anything crazy. Below the feet. How much is it actually doing at the hole? Quite a bit. %. I underswung it, but with the downhill, maybe? It's close. Okay. Got the birdie. Get that bogey back. .340. It's firm. It's gonna be long putting. 297, 3. It's downhill. I feel like the smarter play is like driver to the bunker rather than trying to drive it onto the green. Somehow I feel like I'm gonna land on that little grass strip. No, it died. And if it died, that probably means we've got to take a little bit extra here. 27, 25. Okay, let's take a look at the green, but I think I gotta take the 50 degree. .50 and just be super, like, good pacing with it. Don't slam the stick. Makes you wonder if you don't hit the overpower on that. Like, my rhythm was just a bit off. Do we get a hop in? Probably wanted to roll quite a bit though, so. A little bit right, a little bit wrong. 92. 183, 188, like 10 yards, bouncing long. I think I'm gonna take the regular 7. I think I'm gonna take the regular 7 because I believe with these firmness and speeds it's gonna run. Closed it. Found a hill instead. Ay. Not good. Not good this round so far. 87%. That's 100. Low. Dude, that is absurd. 1% off and it's out the back of the green. Like, you've got to be kidding me, man. So is it that the default power, is it just that like 1% is so much more powerful at that distance, or is it that 1%, or like that the default power on that green speed is just so enormous? Like, what's the reason for such a small miss being so bad? Gotta have just like this straighter finish feeling on the contact. That way we can put ourselves online like that and at least give ourselves a few more of these looks. Okay, so we're 1 under, but 2 bogeys. Go way long, only did it on round 3, so maybe it was the pins. Maybe, but it's definitely, the green speeds are certainly a factor here. You're trash at this game, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I feel trashier than I should. That's still long. Thought I took enough off. Right to left at the hole. Go in. Let's go in, man. Gotten a hole-in-one, Leland Fry? I have many hole-in-ones. I have many hole-in-ones. I think we have 7 in competition, and then we have the 10 Barstool ones. I think we have another one on a challenge. Let's just go 3 wood here. By now you'd be 60 over on the round. I don't even know if that's... We're on the 7th hole? I mean, it's maybe close to possible, but... Okay, that's a lot better. Some of these have been overshooting by some margin, and so it's like making me question the shot shaping that I'm putting on it. I do need to do a double check on some of the shot shaping though, because some of them, the loft, which is more important, doesn't actually change the yardage. Just makes it land a little bit softer. No, Baron, we ended up tied for 2nd. I just had such a huge stretch in the middle. Like, I was 3 under through like the first 12 holes or something on round 4. We went 7 under in the last 6 to like give ourselves, you know, the most outside chance, or at least make it look a little bit more respectable. But yeah, we were pretty well out of it. Six iron, I don't think it's gonna go 20 yards, but I can maybe put a little D-loft and a little bit of 101. Give it a better chance to chase down there, because I think with the firmness and the green speed, it does have a chance to have the right number. And like, honestly, that's not bad. The green doesn't quite feed to it. It's above, it's right to left the whole way. %46. No, it's still too much. I had one of the early ones that didn't break. We had one of the earlier ones that like didn't break, and now it's throwing me off. They do break. Try and get to -35 on the back. You what, 8 under back 9? I mean, I'm all for the optimism. But that's a little bit much even for me most times. Not a proximity pseudo. Yeah, I know I missed the putt. The cardinal sin. Hit it close, miss putt. Okay, that's on a better line. That's the distance we need. All right, Jada, here we go. Oh, I hate everything about this. I hate everything about this. Firm, very fat, like... What do you do? Like, shave just a touch off, land it on the fairway? And hope? It's out to the right. I think it's too far up. That's not bad. That's not bad. Probably better than landing it on the green. Up the hill, right to left. That one doesn't break enough. Can't win. Can't win on the putts. the 40 under and the minus 40s on the master ranked weekly tours usually. Yeah, a lot of it just comes down to like the proximity and stuff that we're normally able to get. 98. We just give ourselves a lot of opportunities to score. Closed it. We're gonna have to go up and down here. I went aggressive. I went aggressive for sure. 60 degree here. I think so. It's uphill, but I think we can go pretty well right at it. Got a better lie out of the rough. Got a much better lie out of the rough. I was thinking I was gonna land probably 2-3 yards shorter. The terrifying straight putt. Straight enough. Straight enough. Okay, we're starting to get our swing back. I'm finding myself with a slightly different swing field than what we were doing in warm-ups. It probably just means that I'm sitting slightly differently. But after the first couple of holes, I was quite concerned. I'm gonna de-loft a few more yards. I didn't catch enough, I think, from the downslope as I thought I was going to, which is the whole reason why I didn't club up. I didn't take the choked pitching wedge because I thought it was going to be too much. I cannot with these putts. Some of them are breaking a ton and some of them like aren't breaking at all, and I can't seem to gauge which is which. Like some just don't look like they've got a ton to it, and then they have a ton of break. I mean, it is what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is. We just got to get a few more close approaches in. You know, being in that 12-foot range, like that's always a bit of a kryptonite for us. I underswung that. That might be okay. A really unfortunate kick. Too accurate. Oh, come on. It breaks that much. Can't. Fast greens I suck so bad at, especially because like the subtle breaks just break so much more most of the time. Not all the time, most of the time, and it's like just enough to be a nuisance. All right, come on, par 5. Ooh, that might be too far. I need it to be more to the right. We're gonna be out of the rough here. It's not even gonna be light rough. It's gonna go through to the heavy. Oh, that's lucky. Except it's heavy, because why wouldn't it be? Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Close pin. We have to play it long. I don't know. It's lucky. I knew I was playing that kind of risky. I was like, I need like upper 80s at worst out of the heavy rough. Okay, come on. Let's see what we can make of this. It's downhill 4 inches or on a right to left slope the whole time. %. So quads? Center cup. Come on. Make the on-the-fly adjustments. Trying to learn how to read these greens on the fly. We're only 15 holes in. Yeah, before we figure it out a little bit. That's in the back. 203, 209. 211 yards into the wind down the... I think I'm going to take the 4. It might roll too much. But... okay, let's see how it releases, because I like it so far. Sit. 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 Okay, should have played the 5. Should have played the 5, but it's so hard to know. So hard to know how it's gonna go. Okay, back-to-back putts. Figuring something out, at least for a little bit. Even with the most powerful drive I can muster. 317, 321, 331. 50 yards of bounce and roll out. It's up the hill. There's probably a world in which this is a smart play. .101 power drive. How firm are you feeling, fairway? It's a pretty steep front. Not gonna lie, pretty steep front. .16 uphill. That's dangerously close. That was dangerously close to being not great. Okay, 381, that's definitely not happening. There's not, even with the wind and everything, there's not an angle that I would want to take. All right, we gotta birdie this. We gotta birdie this for Jada's 35, which I definitely thought was impossible a little while ago. So, yeah. I guess never doubt. I guess just never doubt. That's a golf shot, and that's 35. Yeah, that's 8 under on the back 9. Real slow start, but some eagles worth their weight in gold on the finish. Okay, so Stando ahead of Scud, it seems. Not really sure where we're at in all of this. Not many trolling me tonight. I don't get trolled that much. I mean, there are definitely people that come in and troll, but I don't know. It's a lot of the same lazy stuff. Okay, so we're 2 strokes back of Stando. I don't want to know what he's at, though. I don't want to know what he's at. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. We gotta just show up and show out. We gotta just show up and show out. Minus 62. Yeah. Yeah, he shot 25 under on round 4. Yep. That checks out. That checks out, D-Red. Yeah, I don't need to know what Stando shot. We'll just try and do the best that we can, and hope that it's enough. Now, we're a couple strokes back, so realistically, I would think we'd have to go and shoot something stupid. Unless he choked it, I feel like we'd probably have to go and do something stupid. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we've got in the tank. We gotta take a quick 2-minute break, get rid of the pre-rolls, and then we will hop into the final round. Thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate it. You know, as always, if you're enjoying, drop a follow, drop a sub, join the Discord. Those are the best places to keep up with when we go live. Yeah. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Thanks for being here. It's raining! Ads. Alright, let's do it. Okay, blue tees again, except this time the winds get a little bit higher. But yeah, the firmness and the speed is the same as round 3. Enemies that flock to see my final round? Yeah, they hang around regardless, I think. They're always lurking about. Yeah, hopefully the swing feel comes to me a little bit better than it did the last time. 426 yards is too much, so this is gonna be a 3-wood hole. Inside the straight. Okay, so swing feel is unfortunately a little bit different this time around. A little straighter, a little more left. 101. I think with the firmness and everything, this guy should be what we need. You even see that on the green? You can't. The texturing's not there. So like it's not that bad, but like it is because I don't know that the massive hill is there and where I need to fly it. Well, that sucks. That sucks massively. Ball below my feet. I mean, what's the freaking 88? Nice. I dropped it to 87 because I overpowered one before and sent it flying by the hole. And that actually seems like it was a good call because I would have hit it perfect. I would have hit it perfect and I would have been 6 feet past or more. So on this green speed, I gotta take a touch off. 317. The problem is the wind's in the face. You're trying to go 34 yards, but you don't have momentum on your side. I also haven't had my swing fully locked in for the round yet, so. Right on that 100-yard mark. 101. A little bit on the firmness. Gonna spin off the freaking green. Come on, Colby. You can't be doing that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Simply the wedges I cannot be doing that with wedges. Double crossed. Damn. Because I can't, not with this wind. Went for the power drive because of the wind, but this may well prove to be not great. Can we get a spin to the right? No, of course this one spins back normally. Yeah, what up, Kurtzky? We're trying, man. Not the greatest start. Not the greatest start for us thus far. Is this Tiger Woods G double? No, this is my created character. $298, 305. Wind takes it back. Double crossed it again. Double crossed it again. I cannot seem to just have any semblance of consistency right now. Being on the right to left. Dang, what a kick. God dang, dude. That shot out like a rocket. Right distance, but I pulled it. Yeah, wow, this is just not a good start. R's out the gate. English Clay? I mean, I speak English from the US. What's going on, Mickey? Up at the tournament with 35 under, so we were 2 strokes back of the lead through 3 rounds at 35 under. Leader at 37, but we've parred the first 4 holes here, so we've got to be slipping, I would imagine. Not a good start. Where's this hole? I gotta carry at 178. That sucks. That sucks. This is a lot of shape to try and sit it in a... I pushed it. I can't seem to hit my points at all. I'm on PS5, G double. Camera setting do I use, Jordan? So this is the putting and approach camera. If you go to your camera settings, I believe it's the first option. When you toggle it on, I think it's like 45 yards and in from the green. It'll give you a different camera. I like it when there's no grids, or when there's no scout cam, because it gives you a way to maneuver. I turn it off if I have grids on in scout cam, so I definitely have enough information otherwise then. Didn't break. Didn't break. So frustrating and addictive at the same time. That's golf, man. That's golf. You come back for the... You know, you have those great shots that keep you coming back, but a lot of the times it's just super, super frustrating. 135... I'm not gonna quite carry 10, but I feel like I gotta take a little bit off of this or else. Wow. That, I'm just like not able to do anything right now. That lie played so much. So without the green grids, G, I'm basically looking like the ball is below my feet here and it's straight at the stick, so that I'm just trying to take that information and kind of come up with a putt in my head of how I think. How I think the ball's gonna travel. I finally get on the board. But I feel like at this point we're already too little too late. Like I said, I felt like to win we'd probably have to go like 15 under or something on the round, and I didn't get a birdie until the 6th hole. So... Definitely less than ideal. 183, and we're not gonna lose 16 here. At most, we're gonna lose like 13. So this is like 3 yards long. That would make this 175, 162. I don't know, I'm like trying to de-loft cut a 7-iron. I have overshot it. Maybe roll back? Okay, I didn't need to do as much to it. Like started adding more and more as I went through that. Don't really know why. Ball's above the feet. Oh, I thought I missed it. I thought I missed it. I was like, I didn't give it enough. How do you get more skill points for your golf tree without losing everything on the golf tree? So you get more skill points by leveling up. If you're up to level 99, then that's all the skill points that you get. You can't max out all of the skill trees. Can't max out all the skill trees in this game. 3, 2, 6. Gonna be close. I might choke this down a little bit. It still feels like it could be too far. I'm hoping that we're just hanging around that 100-yard mark. So yeah, once you're at level 100, then you've maxed it out, and you've got to start getting creative and picking, you know, exactly what shots you want to have on your build. So like these are just not close enough. These are just not close enough, so these end up being like tough little breakers. Hitting it softly, so it's gonna roll, and I need more break. Didn't give it enough break, apparently. Yeah, just sucks. These, like, I'm so bad at these green speeds. I'm so bad at these green speeds. I'm going power drive because if I don't go power drive, I just won't, I'll have too much club. How is it that every time I go to power drive, I am double crossing? Man. I must be like just off. The light rough got me. I was trying for. I was hoping for the high roll. Like just a flyer lie out of there, get 100%, but very much so was not the case. %. Seven, it's gonna roll. Yeah, the points are smaller on a power drive here, so I must be hitting the corners on my approach shots. Again, I think we have to power drive, but this time I'm gonna try and finish a little more left. LOL. Did I really? I double crossed the other direction. I was trying to like play it so that I would get a baby draw, and I end up just double crossing the other direction. It worked out this time, fortunately, but okay, that's too short. So 229, 225. Cut it, loft it, and shave just a touch off. Close that one too. That feeds left from experience. I know that. Left to right. I'm just gonna play it safe here. Oh no, 7% under. Yikes. Yikes. I just can't win. I think after the first few holes, I just kind of gave up on this round. These greens, I just can't seem to win with them, and I don't have my best stuff when it comes to swing path and contact on this round in particular. Gosh darn it, man. Like, overswung it. Everything just breaks or doesn't, and it's always opposite of what I think it's gonna do. I don't know, man. It's one of those, like, tough to focus / care when it feels like the course just doesn't want to give you anything. But again, I'm also just really, really bad when it comes to, I'm just really, really bad when it comes to these green speeds, just in general. Doesn't help that I couldn't hit approach shots worth of crap. Takes a lot to get me like this, but yeah. I suck at these green speeds when we're playing like plat and stuff. So when you take the green grids away, I'm just that much worse. But again, approaches just weren't good enough. $298. This is way downhill. We gotta play a big fade here to even have a chance, and I may not have gotten it to the right enough. Okay, this time it's actually light rough instead of heavy, so that's nice. 58 downhill lie. I feel like I gotta do this. Dang, still got that far to the right. I'm like trying to find fairway. Or trying to find green to land it on. I wasn't trying to be like center green though. Hey, how's it going, Jose? Alright, we got to 40. Got 3 holes left. We'll see what we can do. 98. It's all a nice line. How's it gonna release? Softly, apparently. Uphill, left to right. Can't make a putt to save my life. So frustrating, Private. So frustrating, man. To be like so good on the moderate greens, but then on the freaking... the green speeds go up and I can't do a darn thing. Doesn't help that like it's caused me to lose focus and like have a little bit of not caring start happening, which sucks, but like it's a 6-foot putt, right? Like should be straightforward enough, but it's really not. It's really not. 317, 323, wind at the back. There's not an angle you can take. Need to get back into the game. Been busy the last few months. Think you'll have more time soon. Nice. Yeah, it'll be just in time for like the new... Obviously there's a new in-game season. TGC season is winding down, which means a new one shall be beginning. All right. All right. Big old tie at 42. What did Stando get to? I couldn't do anything, man. I couldn't freaking do anything. What did Stando get to? That sucked. I mean, we like started to... Okay. Yeah, he shot one better than me. I said I needed to shoot 15. That was my guess. That was obviously off the mark. That was obviously off the mark. What did we shoot? We shot 7. Technically, I needed to shoot 10. So yeah, we bogeyed the 11th. Parred 2 par 5s. Couldn't do anything for the first 5 holes. Yeah, well played, Stando. Well played, man. I couldn't freaking do anything. I mean, I guess 7 under's not bad considering how checked out we were, but that weekend played pretty well in round 3, but that's just because we got a couple of putts to go our way at the end. Overall, though, Scotty, thank you for the follow. Rio might sweep that up. Yeah, where's Rio at through 2? He's always a dangerous one. Rio's always a dangerous one if he's anywhere close. Has he even teed off yet? No. He is not. So yeah, he's got 4 rounds ahead of him. Hey, sounds good, Private. Good to see you, man. I will catch you later. Proximity's okay. I mean, this was the problem this week. This was the problem, and especially on the weekend. 4 for 4, but then I was 1 of 10. And then final round, I was 5 of 9 and 2 of 5. I was 5 of 9 from 5 to 10 feet. That's so bad. Missing 4 medium putts. Yeah, like it's 6th, but this is the bigger killer, I feel like. 14%. Yeah. So that's on 27 putts. I mean, what? 14%? We probably made like 5 putts the entire tournament. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It was just like a mentally taxing final 2 rounds, to the point where, like, you know, I need to get out of the mindset of like, oh, we're out of the win, because like we only needed 3 strokes, which in the grand scheme is not a lot. So like I shouldn't just give up and like mentally check out. But yeah, I just could immediately tell that was just how the final round was gonna go. So definitely not my finest work. Let's I also just couldn't quite get for whatever reason, my swing feel was varying a little bit on those last 2 rounds. Like I had to change it from our warm-up to the first round and our first round to the second round. So we're gonna play, I want to play our final placement match, because we breezed through 4 placement matches when the servers went down yesterday. And so what I want to see is those 4 matches, did they count as wins or losses? Because we like didn't even make it to the green on the first hole for any of them before it DC'd. So I'll fix the camera. I'll fix the camera afterwards. But I just want to see like how does this play? I don't think gonna get left enough, is it? I don't know if this is the smart play to be down here. Hey, thank you, JD. Yeah, like we're still around. Next week is like I have to stay mentally in it. Tomorrow with Platt, we gotta stay mentally in it. Platt's gonna be tough because, like, when you're talking the green speeds and stuff that we normally get on Platt, like, I just don't do well with them. At least we'll have, you know, beads. Maybe that's something like when we go to the faster greens on True Sim, like I just try and like assign like a bead number and see if I can work something out. I can play the moderates and medium fast ones, like I can play those by feel. But can't quite seem to play the Can't quite seem to play the freaking fast and like very fast screens by feel. But it's hard because there's so much nuance to everything. So you're like taking an educated guess on stuff that can break so much more, which I think just inherently makes it that much harder. What's going on, Hugh? What a name. Yeah, normally people just come in and say, hey, can I have a shout out for my friend? But you've actually gone the extra step and put it as the username. Just off by a degree there. Yeah, just one of those nights where we're just a hair off. Power drives got a little bit double crossed. We got a little bit... I don't know what it was, like early in the third round, was it? Or we like couldn't find the swing at all. I'm sure it's just something with like how I grip the controller. I must have had something a little bit different and it was just shifting the controller in my hand. But that's why I always say about doing stuff in relative terms. You know, I adjusted my swing feel to be different as opposed to like messing with my hands too much. I suppose it's all about like what you can and cannot. Replicate? Man, the opens. I was trying to play that actually a little bit more to the right to feed it in right to left. But apparently that lie played a little bit more. So I've been watching Zane. We've hosted Zane a couple of times recently playing Trackmania. He's gotten the itch going. I actually sat down after stream last night and played a little bit. It's a good time. I don't know. Has anybody played Trackmania? Enjoy watching it, like speedruns, any of those sorts of things? Racing games? Because I've played Trackmania on a couple of occasions over the, past 5 years. Because I think I actually played Trackmania when it was in its first season. I certainly enjoy it. Something that definitely considering, like, depending on how things go, I wouldn't mind having it in the stream rotation, I don't think. Because I'm definitely a sucker for games with, like, I guess deterministic physics. Like, I would say this game is pretty close to that. You've got Rocket League, like, I enjoy that. Stuff where, like, your inputs dictate your outputs. It's not... There's very little for RNG. You know, and I like a challenge. I like a grind. Golf is obviously a little bit different in the sense that... Jeez, nice putt, buddy. Golf is a little bit different in the sense that, like, you're playing a different course with some varying conditions and stuff, where that's, like, more time trials and, like, executing a specific track and, like, getting better at it. But I still think that, I don't know, I enjoy that type of thing. My opponent isn't isn't enjoying deterministic games at the moment, Slim. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. How are you doing, by the way? Good to see you. Let's put the pressure on with a little dart. Yeah. Close enough. That's close enough. Based on shot history, I'm expecting like a hook. Missed the green left. Can he square one up here is the question. Not quite. Not quite. What's a Dartmouth? Yeah, something like that. Man, we have like not played any ranked in this game. I guess there's content to be made in ranked. Like I think there are people that really place value on it. It's an interesting thing though, in like I don't have people asking me to play ranked. But to be fair, nobody really asked me to do anything, so I don't know what that says about anything. Maybe that just means you know, keep doing what you're doing. But I definitely do not really get requests for like play ranked, man. A lot of times it's like the trolls that are like 1v1 me, bro. Pet my cat? I don't know where my cat is. He's not in here though. What up, Abe? Decent round 3. Despite struggling a bit with the putting. Like I think we shot 11 under, despite only making 1 of 10 long putts. Just could not get it going. Could not get it going in the final round. Finished like 3 back. I think we were 2 back after 3. Finished 3 back. There's a lot of people tied at 42 under. A lot of people tied at 42. Stando's at 45. Rio hasn't teed off yet, though, so he's the wild card. I think D-Brad, myself, and Scud are all tied. I had a really strong back 9. That was the thing. I had, like, 2 eagles and went, I think, 8 under on the back 9 and, like, 10 under through the last 11 holes. Been round 3. Round 4, I just... inputs weren't quite there, and for the love of everything, I could not make putts. Because it was firm greens, and like there were 164s, I think. So like I just could not read the greens that broke that much. Yeah, I think I was 5 of 9 from 5 to 10 feet. Like, just had a bunch of mid-range putts that, like, couldn't. Alright, so let's see now. Did those DCs yesterday put us at 1 and 4, or did they put us at 5 and 0? Four and 1. How does... What? I don't know what logic they use. But we lost one of those. I'd have to, like, watch it back. Maybe there was a hole where we were further away. Maybe they outdrove us on one of them. Or, like, when it disconnected, like, is it looking at who's further? Something like that? I don't know. That's funny. Okay, so we're 4-1 on the season. We've won one match 5-0, or 5 up. And the other 4 were disconnects during the server crashes. So, I mean, I guess a 75% win rate on a coin flip is, you know, coming out ahead. Finished up Plat. Yeah, Plat's gonna take up a lot of energy tomorrow night. Plat's definitely gonna take up a lot of energy tomorrow night. I can feel it. Hopefully we can, yeah, hopefully our swing is gonna be on point, because we lost our swing for a little bit. We lost our swing for a little bit here tonight, and it definitely bit us a time or two. But the big thing is gonna be the putting tomorrow, and like Platt always has the faster greens, and that's just where I struggle the most. So it's a recipe for disaster, but hopefully we can go out there, we can put together 2 nice rounds. I think we just have to get into the low double digit, or like low double digits per round. I say just, but it's definitely stuff that we've done pretty consistently. We'll see if we can do it one more time, make it to the final event of the year. If not, we'll have to pivot for Thursday and for some of the streams next week, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll play it by ear. See what we can do. Okay. Well, that is gonna do it for us for this evening. For those new to the channel, and if you enjoyed, consider dropping a follow, dropping a sub on the YouTube. You can join the Discord, keep up with when we go live in the Discord, in the suggestions channel. I do have a little poll going that ends next Monday. You can decide. You can help to decide what RPG we're going to be playing here come the golf off season. We're still going to be playing golf, but we're going to be mixing in some other stuff. I'm also considering mixing in some Trackmania too. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide how we play through things, but we're going to play golf and some other stuff. But yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out. We're going to go and say hello to Goobers. Good dude, very funny, entertaining. Haven't watched him in a while, but he's playing Hot Shots golf, and so that's in our neck of the woods. Not quite the same. Not quite the same as 2K, but you know, why not? Why not? So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesdays. I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we've got the most stressful plat round of the season for us to this point. So go say hi to Goobs, and I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Night.